Hannah, we're divorced. You're gonna have to move out of the house by the end of the week.
This week? It can't be that soon. I haven't even found a house yet. I haven't packed anything either.
I told you to find a place. Why don't you just take what you need at least? Why can't you do quickly?
There's no way I can act fast in a situation like this. It's only been a week since you told me you wanted a divorce. I needed time to understand.
Time to understand. Even though nothing will change if you think about it, why don't you go back to your parents' house? That'll solve everything.
You never even apologized, not even feeling sorry.
I gave you my apology, remember? I even paid all of the child support. What else do you want? I've already done enough being the one who asked for getting divorced.
Don't you think anything of Tyler? You had an affair and abandoned me and our son. You really don't feel anything?
I'm sick of living with you. I found someone more important than you and Tyler. The end. I have no regrets towards the divorce.
I don't care about myself, but couldn't you do something for Tyler?
Hey, do you think a child raised by a loveless couple is happy? Don't you feel sorry for him?
Maybe yes, but I'm asking if he is okay with being separated from you.
Not that I'm fine with it, but there's no other choice. We're getting divorced. Are you saying you don't want to raise him?
How would I think that way?
Then everything is okay. You don't want to fight over who will take Tyler, do you? Consider how I feel when I'm stepping aside. Besides, if I took him away from you, that would be more unfortunate. I'm going to have a baby with my current girlfriend anyway. He has just turned 1 year old. He'd better forget me before he has any memory of me.
That's not what I wanted to hear. That's enough. I've heard your feelings.
You're the one who asked me. Did you become emotionally unstable?
Of course I am. You had an affair and left me and Tyler. I'll never forget that.
I think you'd better forget about this immediately and think about getting happy. Okay, well, if you don't want to live with my girlfriend, leave by the end of the week. You don't want to be miserable anymore, do you?
Hannah, how are you?
Huh? Mother?
Oh, you still know who I am?
Yes, what's going on?
I want to talk to you about Tyler. It must have been hard for you to raise a child by yourself, right? I'm sorry for all the trouble.
Why would you say that now? Raising a child is hard work, but the time I spend with my son is more important than anything else. I don't consider it as a hard work. Besides, I have my parents at home.
It's okay. You don't have to pretend to be so tough. It must be hard for a woman to earn money and raise a child on her own. But we will raise him from now on, so you should be free.
Excuse me? What are you saying?
I'm telling you to give me back my grandson. We'll take care of him from now on.
Give him back? Tyler is my son. I have the custody of him. You have no right to raise Tyler.
Hannah, you're thinking of remarrying in the future, aren't you? Having a child is inconvenient. Think of it as starting a new life and leave Tyler with us. This is for you, Hannah.
You know why we divorced, don't you?
I do, because my son Anthony found someone he wanted to remarry to.
Then why are you asking me to give Tyler to you? If you want a grandchild, ask him and his wife. I have nothing to do with this.
Tyler is my grandchild.
You never asked for him after the divorce. How can you say such a thing? My ex-husband told me to forget about himself immediately when we divorced. I'm not going to entrust my son to anyone else at this point.
Shut up! First of all, this divorce happened because you were a useless woman.
Excuse me?
It's your fault for being such a bad wife that you let your husband have a woman outside. I've always thought you had no charm. You have nothing that a man would like about. Oh, I guess you're not sexy enough.
Is that all you want to say?
There's more. You know, I need more than a few hours to tell you about it.
Fine, I'm not going to hear those complaints from you anymore. I have work to do, so if you'll excuse me.
Hannah, wait! I'll definitely have my grandson back in the near future, okay? He's my son's son, too. I won't go along with your selfishness.
Hannah, you heard from Mom, right? You've been ignoring her calls since then. Will you pick up the phone?
I don't understand.
About Tyler?
You dumped him. I don't understand why you want him back now. You're supposed to have a new wife and child, aren't you? Don't drag us into this without our permission.
Actually, there's a deep story for this.
Huh?
See, I told you I was getting remarried.
With your girlfriend.
Right, but after we got remarried, I found out she was incapable of having children.
Oh.
My mom found out too and things got really messed up. My wife ran away. She said she couldn't get along with my mom.
No one can get along with your mother.
But you were getting along just fine, weren't you?
I was just putting up with her sarcasm. I didn't get along well.
Well, as you can see, I'm free now. Then she started crying for Tyler to come back. You know, even if I remarry again, I don't know if I'll have a son, right? Then she said she's going to raise Tyler so that he will succeed to the house.
All of this has nothing to do with me or Tyler. Tell your mother to give it up.
There's no way Mom would listen to me. I mean, she won't listen to me either. You know that better than anyone, don't you?
Even so, I can never accept this kind of thing. Tyler is my son. You've never even reached me once. I could never entrust him to that mother.
Hannah, think about it. Are you employed now?
No, I'm not. Tyler's still small, so I work from home.
See? That means your income is unstable, right? Can you raise him properly with that kind of situation?
Don't worry about money. I haven't even touched the child support you paid me. I'm also saving the divided property too. I'm not going to let Tyler go through any difficulty.
Still, that's not enough to put him through college. You think you'll be fine because you're relying on your parents.
I'll cover the college expenses with my savings from now on, so I'll be fine. It's not like I haven't been doing anything for the past year. I'm trying to gain more of my property.
Even so, it's hard for a woman to raise a child on her own. What are you going to do when he has his rebelliousness? Tyler is a boy. He should have me as his father. Don't tell me you think you'll be fine with your father.
I'm not thinking of relying on my father. Besides, how many single-parent mothers do you think there are in this world? They're all doing their best, hanging on and raising their kids. I'm sure there will be a time of rebelliousness, but I'll be there to support him.
You're still as stubborn as ever. It would be easier if you were more honest.
That's not what I meant, right? You told me you didn't want Tyler. You're too selfish to ask me to give him back now because you need him.
At the time, I thought it would be better to be with you as his mother. People change their minds depending on circumstances.
Even if it does change, I don't think you should have said that aloud. And don't think that your wishes will be granted. I would never let him go.
Look, Mom will do whatever it takes to get him back. If he was passed into Mom's hands, do not complain.
I won't let that happen, and you don't ever reach me about Tyler again. If anything happens to him, I'll put you guys through hell for real.
What the hell can you do? Well, okay, you're going to regret not handing Tyler over to us. Hannah, how are you feeling?
What? I told you not to reach me, didn't I?
How can you say such a thing in this situation?
Huh?
Wait, you haven't noticed yet?
What are you talking about?
I got my son back. I brought him back from your house with my mom. Don't feel bad about it.
What? My son is with me right now. What are you talking about?
What? Are you seeing an illusion or something? You live with your parents now, right? I took him away secretly while he was playing in the yard. You haven't noticed? That's too bad. How can you say you're his mother?
I am with Tyler. Wait, are you talking about Joshua?
Huh? Who's Joshua?
I just got a call from the neighbor's mom that her kid is missing. He used to come over to our place a lot. She asked if I had seen him.
What?
Hey, could it be you guys? Aren't you guys the one who took him by mistake?
How is that possible? You think I'd mistake my own kid?
You haven't seen him for a year. You said you didn't even want a picture of him. Besides, Joshua is only 1 year older than Tyler. They look alike and people say they are like brothers.
Don't lie to me. That's how trying to get Tyler back, isn't it? First of all, why would a little kid from another house is playing in someone else's yard?
He's the kid from next door. He can easily come right into our yard. First of all, Joshua has had a habit of running away since he was a little boy. Whenever his mom takes her eyes off him, he goes somewhere. Ask the boy over there. Ask him if he's Joshua.
He left with my mom. He's not with me right now.
I knew you didn't care about Tyler from the first place. You only took the child because your mother told you to do so. Do you understand what you have done? How irresponsible you are.
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
Turn yourself in.
Turn myself in?
She said she already called the police. They're looking for him with the neighbors. Just go to the nearest police station to take him now.
Where the hell are you?
I'm with my parents and Tyler. We're on vacation.
You're sure you're with Tyler?
I told you he's here. Do you think I'll let him out of my sight after you asked me to return the child?
I'll give the kid back right now, so you can take him to the mom's without letting her know.
I can't. I'm telling Joshua's mom about this.
Wait, what's going to happen to me and my mom if you do that?
I don't know. Ask the police. And stay out of us from now on.
Okay, Hannah. I won't force you to take Tyler anymore. I won't ask you to give him back either. I'll convince my mom. So don't tell the mother about the child, please.
Do you have any idea how desperate Joshua's family is looking for him right now? His mom might be responsible for taking her eyes off of him for even a second, but children can be really unpredictable sometimes. You guys are the worst for taking him out without permission while he was alone. You're committing a crime.
A crime? I just wanted to see my son.
Don't act like a father now. You couldn't even recognize your child's face.
From now on, I'll try to see Tyler every month. Look, we didn't have a chance to meet, right? I'll be a good father.
Tyler doesn't need a father like you. You treat your child like a thing, abandoning him and taking him away. Don't ever try to get close to him again. I don't want you to bother my family anymore.
Okay, I promise. I promise, so please. Please let me go this one time. I don't want to get caught by the police.
This happened all because you guys acted without thinking about the children. You got what you deserved. You did something unforgivable. You should be sorry and regret what you have done. At the police station, of course. Then my husband and mother-in-law were arrested by the police. It was Joshua who was mistaken for my son. I feel so sorry that I hurt someone else's child because of my problem. I told his mother everything that had happened and apologized to her. I thought there's no choice of being abused. It was my ex-husband who has caused the problem, but she gave me kind words, asking me not to blame myself. She is right. The worst ones are my ex-husband and my mother-in-law. They were later being convicted, but were given a suspended sentence and they didn't go to jail. Honestly, I wanted them both to go to jail, but it turned out this way. But they are not allowed to come near our family at all. That's the only good thing about it. Also, my ex-husband lost his job because of the arrest. My mother-in-law can no longer go out because of the rumors have spread in the neighborhood. I guess it's better than going to jail. I heard that both of them were very shocked and have been staying at home. I wish they could stay that way for the rest of their lives. And I hope they will never appear in front of us again. My family has sold the house and moved into an apartment with my parents. My ex-husband has a restraining order against us, so I don't think they will come visit us. But still, as long as I live in my parents' house, there is a small chance that they would come to see us. At first, my son and I tried to move out, but my parents supported us to move in with them. Now we live in a high-security apartment. They will not be able to come in so easily. I will do my best to raise my lovely and beloved son with my parents who support me. My son is my child. I will never leave him to anyone else, and I will give him lots of love with my own hands.